to whale, the practice of spending an absurd amount of money on gacha games to become ultra powerful or to obtain various waifus. Genshin whales are a different breed. On average, unlocking Constellation 6 of a single 5-star character costs around $1,500 US. And this isn't even talking about 5-star weapons. There are 26 limited banner 5-stars you can pull for as of recording. To have all of these characters C6 is a frightening thought. But character constellations unlock immensely powerful and fun abilities to buff your characters. Besides raising your social status, among other gacha degenerates, these abilities allow you to plow through the game and its hardest content. But what if I told you the whales do something else? Something even more important for their characters. Something not as flashy, but just as meaningful. Something even more tedious, boring, and excruciatingly painful than rolling the gacha. Farming artifacts every single day using full resin refreshes. In Genshin, you can refresh your resin, the resource used to obtain character growth materials, in-game money, or artifacts for primo gems or real-life money. These pretty little accessories are where the real power in Genshin comes from. A C6 character holding bad artifacts will be outperformed by a C0 character holding great artifacts almost every single time. Artifacts can be insanely powerful, turning your characters into gods, but in gacha game fashion, it's random. They could also be doo-doo. Nevertheless, artifacts are paramount to the whale account ecosystem. So I thought, let's do a little experiment. I'm gonna whale full resin refreshes for an entire month straight to see just what you get over the average player, what you can obtain from a brand new artifact domain from scratch, and of course, to answer the question, is it even worth it? This I deemed the Whale Project. So the Whale Project is as follows. I'll be doing full resin refreshes every single day. I'm such a fucking whale, bro. Spending all of it, including all my daily resin, on the Marashusi Hunter and Golden Troop domain. Some things to note. I started from 0 Marashusi or Golden Troop pieces. All pieces you see during this entire video were obtained during the 28-day project. Also, I can only use artifacts gained through the project itself for EXP or overworld artifacts I pick up as EXP, as well as the Serena Teapots artifact EXP. You may be asking, just how much money does it cost to do this for an entire month? Resin refreshing to the max amount in a day costs 800 primo gems, or 22,400 primo gems for the project. That is almost 2 5-star characters. All right, it's in. At the $1 to primo gem rate from the $100 crystal pack, this project costed $277.23 to undergo. Look, I'm just a starving YouTuber, all right? Can you double check if you're subscribed to the channel, or maybe come check out the stream? Hey, this was all done live on my stream, okay? Help your boy out. There's something else sus here though. Why did I choose the Marashusi Golden Troop domain for this project? It being a brand new domain after the release of Fontaine made it really juicy and enticing for 2 big reasons. The first being that I had never farmed it before. Starting from 0 artifacts made the whole project and all its data very easy to lay out and extremely interesting. It may just be one sample size, but we can see exactly what $277 of resin can get you. And the second reason was a bit of a gamble. In my opinion, each region we've received since release has pushed a certain meta. Inazuma gave rise to the energy recharge meta, spamming burst, recharging energy, led by Raiden Shogun and the insanely powerful artifact set, obtainable in 2.0, Emblem of Severed Fate. Sumeru introduced Dendro, and the meta revolved around insanely strong team archetypes with new reactions stemming from Dendro characters, with the Deepwood Memories artifact set, released in 3.0, being a necessity on all these teams. You may see where this is going, but I made the early call after seeing the Bond of Life mechanics, Linny's kit, and Marashusi Hunter itself that Fontaine's meta was going to revolve around the lowering and raising of HP. And now the Nouvelet and Risley's kits have been revealed as well. I think it's safe to say I was right. I truly believe this is going to be a very strong artifact set for the foreseeable future. Now, resin is the entire lifeblood of this project. Without resin, you can't progress your account and your characters. It's just how Genshin and every other gacha game works. It's your daily resource that recuperates over time, so it makes you want to log in every day. But just how much more resin do you get than the average player by spending money? The amount of extra resin you can buy a day is capped at 360 resin. A regular Genshin player who logs in once a day will have 160 resin to work with. So by spending primo gems, aka money, you're buying an extra 2.25 days worth of resin to use. We'll go more into this later, but it's safe to say a whale obtains 3.25 times the amount of artifacts using resin than the average player does. As you know, artifacts are random. The main and substats are random except for flowers and feathers, and how they roll is random, aka what stat gets raised when it levels up and by how much. So at the end of the day, it's a math game. No results are guaranteed, but what I can guarantee you is that whales have 3.25 times more opportunities to get good artifacts. So now that you have a reminder about artifacts' randomness, it's time to reveal the results. So how'd we do? What kind of sick, nasty artifacts did we get? I started by ranking them by crit value. An artifact strength is determined by how many useful stats it rolled on its way to level 20. And the most sought after stats in Genshin are generally crit rate and crit damage. So the community uses a system of grading called crit value. It's effectively double your crit rate and add that to your crit damage. And that number is your crit value. I'm gonna call it CV from now on. So a piece with 40 CV or higher is absolutely insane. In most instances, it is a perfect artifact. It's the kind of artifact we all strive for. But a piece with 50 or more crit value, it's a unicorn. It's a fairy tale, okay? I have been playing this game since release, and I have reviewed so many accounts, and I've only seen a couple in my entire career, okay? And I've reviewed a lot of accounts. It comes with the job. It is a 1 in 61.8 thousand chance to get a 50 CV piece or greater. So I'm just gonna tell you now, yeah, we didn't get one. But the pieces will be organized by crit value. So here they are, the full data of all the pieces I obtained over 28 days. We got 3 40 CV plus pieces on the account. 12 of them were 30 CV or above. That's pretty good. And then 15 of them were 20 CV or higher. And then 10 low CV, but still useful pieces. We've done enough talking. Let me show you some of the best pieces we got during the project. We have 2 pieces tied for the highest CV we obtained, and they are both Fuego. A 41.2 crit value attack percent sands on Golden Troop. This is gonna be locked to my official forever unless I get something better. And an absolutely insane 41.2 crit value geo damage goblet on Golden Troop for Albedo. If you didn't know, Golden Troop became both Albedo and Official's best in slot artifact set on its release. So these were 2 characters I was looking to upgrade during the project, so these 2 gems were complete wins. The other 40 CV piece is an insane 16.7 crit rate, 40.4 CV overall, flower on Golden Troop. It's also the single highest crit rate piece on my entire account, so that's pretty sick. And it's also locked official until further notice. Rolling into some more fun facts, the single highest crit damage piece we got was this 33.4 CV Marashusi Hunter Feather. I mean, this thing looks bad, but it's surprisingly usable. We obtained 6 usable elemental goblets, the best obviously being the aforementioned Geo Goblet, but we've got a 30.2 CV Cryo Goblet coming in second, and this 28 CV Hydro Goblet coming in third. And I don't want to talk about the only usable Electro Goblet I got for official. The highest energy recharge I got on a single piece was 25.3 on this Golden Troop Feather, which unfortunately couldn't topple this Maiden's Beloved piece for the top spot on my account. The highest EM piece I got is this Golden Troop Circlet with 70 EM, which leads us into the last stat. I only got 5 usable circlets in the whole project, and genuinely none of them are extraordinary. But I will say, to my standards, which are pretty darn high, I have 4 fully functioning builds, 2 on each set, and some change. Official and Albedo both have 4-piece Golden Troop sets with great stats, and Amber and Candace are stand-ins for my imaginary Linny and Nouvelette, which are both holding a fully functioning 4-piece Marashusi Hunter build. So through whaling for an entire month, we received 40 usable pieces. 3 are absolutely godlike, 12 of them are pretty darn amazing, and the rest are just decent. But it's time for the reality check. I spent $277 on these results. I'm happy for these pieces, sure, but that's a lot of money for some in-game sparkly gear. The fact of the matter is, by this data, I could have gotten 12 usable pieces for free. By whaling, I got 3.25 times the amount of artifacts, right? So assuming the same luck, spending $0, just my daily resin, I could have gotten 12 great pieces. And chances are one of those 12 pieces would have been 40 CV plus. And for my character's builds, I had 4 usable builds with lots of decent artifacts left over. So I genuinely think it's fair to say I'd have 2 usable builds free to play. And there's even another problem that the whale project caused for me. Suffering from success. Right now, I have 37 5-star artifacts that could be good, but I can't level them up. Why? Because I don't have enough EXP. That's right, I am obtaining more potentially good 5-star artifacts than I even have the resources to level up. To stay completely fair to the project, I can only use EXP I received during these last 28 days. all my other fodder is off limits. And this is including artifacts obtained by daily artifact runs, which I do almost every day. It's still not enough. I tried strongboxing once during the whale project, but I ended up realizing this is too much 5-star artifacts. So I even ended up using 5 stars as EXP. I know that makes a lot of late game homies cringe, but even with that, here's where I am now. If I wasn't whaling, I'd be getting artifacts at a more manageable rate, where my daily artifact runs that I get for free would help me keep up with my inventory. When I'm getting 3.25 times the artifacts a day, I literally cannot keep up. I am suffering from success. So what have we learned through the whale project? Whales can get 3.25 times the artifacts compared to free-to-play players, at the cost of $277.23 a month. Enough primos for almost 2 5-star characters. You can expect to obtain about 40 usable pieces a month, with about 3 of them being over 40 CV, resulting in 4 fully usable builds on 4-piece sets. But you obtain more artifacts than you even have the resources to level up, leaving you needing to play catch-up. So do I think it's worth it to whale for resin? Look, money's subjective, right? And to me, no, are you kidding me? $277? That's like 110 Twitch Primes, which you should come drop by the stream, by the way. Look, with just patience and diligence farming artifacts every single day, you can make a massive difference on your account, getting a ton of amazing artifacts for free. I've also learned during the whale project that my Twitch community is amazing. Thank you guys for coming to the stream for 4 weeks straight to join in and farm with me during the whale project. Homies, I appreciate you guys a lot. And I also appreciate you right now, the YouTube homies. Dudes, thank you guys so much for watching the videos, supporting the channel. And hey, please, once again, double check if you're subscribed to the channel. Still going for 50K by the end of the year. I know it is a lofty goal, but I really believe we can do it. Shout outs to the patrons, baby. Okay, Cloudy, Meow, 120, Sumi, Zik, Poison Tongue Boy, Gophers, everyone else on Patreon. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for the support. And lads, that's gonna do it for me. The whale project ends now. I'm going back to being broke. I'll see you guys in the next one.